You know what I'm going to label the theme of this episode, Sam? Regret. That is the theme of today's episode. I'm calling it right now. Foreshadowing, if you will.
Welcome back to Genius Bar, everybody.
Welcome back to Genius Bar. I'm calling this the regret episode because I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if we needed this, but the Wall Street Journal put out a report, okay?
Ooh, okay.
I don't know if we needed said report to know this information, you and I. They say that some Apple Vision Pro buyers feel total regret. That's their actual article. That's the actual, yeah.
They pay. Why is this so dramatic? Why does this look like this looks like you rented from a scummy landlord. It's a year later, they're still searching for a home. What?
Look at that harsh shadow. Where is that light on? What kind of light is on this person? A car light?
Yam Alisker flew from New York to New York from Israel last year to be one of the first people to buy the headset.
Okay, one of the first people ever, and still regrets. So that's
but that
sweet.
experience had to be fun, right?
Does it look like he's having fun? It looks like he's whelmed.
It does. It does. The sub quote here, because of course they paywall their content, is the mixed reality headset launched last year with great promise, but all these buyers got were dirty looks and sore necks. Dirty looks? What?
I think they just stole the sore necks thing from you.
I mean, that's not exclusive to me, but it is a problem.
So. You're the only person I ever heard say it.
I mean, listen, they're not wrong because these quotes that I'm seeing in the Mac Rumors reposter, it's just collecting dust. I probably used it 4 times in the last year. I have used it probably twice this year in 5 months so far. What about you?
Hang on. Let me really dig back here because I want to make sure I give an accurate answer. This year? So since January, you would say?
2025.
I think none. No times. no times have been used. But it's sad because I know this is true, right? This is there's no arguing it. The Wall Street Journal speaks no lies. What they say must be true. And they say buyers are feeling total regret. Do I feel total regret? No. But I regret the situation because I feel like it didn't have to go this way. I feel like it didn't have to be this way. But Apple, even after they could see clear as day that this is how it was playing out, they did nothing to stop it, nothing to improve it. I don't know. I feel to a certain extent, maybe halfway through when you realize that the ship is sinking, maybe start eating some stuff, maybe start cutting that cost in half. I don't know. I feel like Apple's never done that where a product was trickling and failing so bad that they were just okay, price is half that because the optics on that, it looks bad. So maybe that's why they don't do it because they're so exclusive and so luxurious and so great. Make Apple great again. But yeah, I feel like the whole thing could have been helped a little bit along the way.
Yeah. I mean, there's rumors that they're working on a lighter version potentially for as soon as later this year. I think even later this year is too long because that would be, I guess it'll be a year and a half-ish if they do it this year, but it more sounds like it's going to be around February of 2026, which is a 2-year time window. Remember when they released the Apple Watch in April of 2015?
How do you just know these?
Because I'm an insane person.
You are an insane person.
Yeah. And then they released, remember it was the Series 0 that came out in April. And then in that September, within I think 6 to 8 months, they updated the processor and it became the Series 1.
Okay.
Because they knew it was too slow. Immediately. Let me fact check my stuff. Apple Watch Series 1 release date. I believe it was... okay, I think I'm incorrect. They released the Series 1 alongside the Series 2 in September of 2016. So it was a year. Okay. It was about a year and a half after. So actually, it would be exactly on track with the new Vision Pro. We'll see. We'll see.
I think you got that. I think you fact checked that just fast enough while people were halfway through typing their correction comment. So I think you stopped them.
Thank you. Yeah, I haven't used it. I I did start watching The Dark Knight. The other day, I wanted to feel like Christian
Oh,
Bale.
because it's leaving Netflix?
No, I was actually watching it on Max. I wanted like the 4K.
Oh, okay.
My family. Somehow I still am on the family plan for Netflix. That they haven't taken it away from me. And
you don't have the household thing? That's not an issue for you?
I live many states away from Missouri now.
Oh
where my
yeah, I
parents
got hit by
reside.
the household thing so long ago. So long ago.
I got really lucky, I think, dude. I don't know. So yeah, I was watching that, and I might finish it in the Vision Pro. I might finish it, just because it is the best movie watching experience ever, and that's great. But it's just not.
It's not the greatest movie listening experience, though. It's just halfway there.
No. You gotta have AirPods on for like a proper audio experience.
And the best AirPods are AirPods Max, and now you're dealing with like 20 pounds on your head. So
Yeah, it's way too much.
good luck. Oh, by the way, I think another correction before they type their comments. HBO Max, sir.
Oh, sorry. I've got a bit confused in the rebrands. My bad.
Get it right. HBO Max is the
back.
new name.
We
The
are
marketing
so
though
back.
around that is incredible. I don't know if you've been paying attention to HBO's Twitter and stuff.
No,
They
I'm
have
not.
they fed in the marketing so good. It's so good.
Okay.
10 out
Oh,
of
yeah.
10. If I was rebranding to a name that I had already used, this is what I would be doing.
You could go back to
That's
front
how we
page
work.
tech instead of FPT.
Isn't that kind of the same? Oh. Do you think if we launch like a rebranding campaign and reveal that it's just front page tech that counts?
That would actually be funny. You should do that.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll do it tomorrow
Okay, nice.
and see if
Yeah,
anyone only for a day. See if anyone notices.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, Vision Pro continues to be tough, sad, and I don't really know. I mean, I still and I want to stand on this. I want to,
Okay.
I want to stand.
Do
I
you
want
want me to cut so you can stand?
Yes. Well, I'll be cut off, so then you won't be able to hear me. But I'll sit on this, and I want to have this known. I think the problem with Vision Pro isn't actually just the weight. I think that was my initial take. The problem with Vision Pro right now is there is absolutely nothing practically useful aside from watching content. That is the problem with Vision Pro. It is an amazing piece of technology that is wildly ahead of everything else in the market, that is in a weird form factor, but the movie watching experience is unparalleled. It is the best way to watch a movie if you can deal with the weight. The thing is, even if Apple has ultralight and thin, comfortable $1,000, will people pay $1,000 to watch movies? I don't think so. They already have a TV. There has to be something that Apple solves that is not possible with any current technology that exists. You can't just reinvent the TV because it's so isolating and so low. You got to do something else. All right. That can be a feature of Vision Pro. But what Apple needs to solve is the phone is a phone and a messaging machine and an email box and the web and it fits in
Okay,
your
Steve.
pocket. I'm just saying that's why this worked. The Vision Pro is movie, AMC in your pocket. No, not even AMC on your face is what it is. And they got to do something else. That's what I want to leave Vision Pro on.
Well, yeah, they reinvented a lot with Vision Pro, but it's just I don't even know what words to use, but they reinvented and re-envisioned existing features and hardware that exists only in that lane, like only VR, mixed reality stuff. Like they reinvented a lot of that. The displays are incredible. Like it is the best experience you could have for that, but they didn't address anything outside of just those specific use cases, and they don't really they had the opportunity to present their mainstream user base with any reason why they needed it. And I don't think that they gave a proper reason. They just gave the same reason as every other headset, and every other headset isn't selling either. So,
But do you think they can fix it with VisionOS 3?
you know what? Yeah, they'll sell out of these finally when VisionOS 3 comes out.
Did you know that according to Mark Berman, Apple readies feature that lets Vision Pro users scroll with their eyes? You know, he wrote an entire article about literally that one line. He's like, you can scroll with your eyes now. So what he does, which is
We
what
have
a lot
to
of
learn from Mark Gurman.
it's very smart. He basically the leak is in the first and second line. And then
Okay.
everything else is just like, this is using technology. Apple's planning big things soon. The Vision team is getting an overhaul. It will work on this. Apple's doing more stuff that as I previously reported. It's very creative. I'm gonna start doing my videos like that, where like the first 12 seconds is like, guys, iOS 19 is gonna be less buggy. Now, as I've talked about before, iOS 19 is gonna be a redesign.
As I previously reported.
Yeah.
I think I unironically do that.
I mean, this sounds kind of cool, but it also sounds exhausting. Like the idea of going, ugh,
Well, I think he even mentions it in the article. Samsung phones did that in like 2013, 2014. That was an actual feature. Not a good one, but a cool
We'll
little
see.
party trick.
We'll see. Again, though,
Along with the rest of the headset.
navigating VisionOS is not the problem. It's the features. We need something else to do. We need a reason to be there.
Eye scrolling is the reason. What an update.
Okay. I mean, I'm
They're
sure
gonna
there will be
spend-
more things than that. But
Do you they're going to spend time? WWDC is about to happen, and they're going to spend time talking about that. Any amount of time is too many time.
that's what they opened the keynote with last year. Speaking of which, less than a month until Dub. Cannot wait. So excited for that.
Oh, yeah, just a day under? Is that correct?
I
Day
think
under-
it's the 9th. So we're like,
Oh,
5,
is
6
it?
days. Yeah.
Why this whole time have I thought it was the 13th?
Bro, isn't that like a Friday or something?
Did I make that? It probably is. I mean,
That's
if
a
it's not.
Tuesday. When have they ever held Dub on a Tuesday, bro?
Oh, yeah, whoops. Wait, so if that's a Tuesday.
Oh wait, the 13th in June, no, is a Friday, bro.
Okay. So it's June 9th?
It's the 9th to 13th. That's where
Okay.
you got it from.
Okay.
So
Okay.
technically, you weren't
See,
wrong. Technically, it is still happening that day.
Yeah, but the ass half of Dub doesn't count for us. You know,
Yeah,
it's not.
nobody cares.
It ain't about us.
No. Okay.
You know what is about us?
I don't know.
How about I don't know if you noticed, but we talked last week on the show about how I guess because of Epic and the ruling there, Apple has to allow what'd you call third-party payment systems to be used, like a Netflix, if they wanted to be like, hey, you could use, instead of subscribing through iOS, in which case we have to charge you 30% more because Apple charges 30% tax on this. You can just buy it through the app and use Netflix payment system. Turns out Apple not going quietly with that. They have a clever but petty answer to that.
You get a pop up in the store that says this app does not support the App Store's private and secure payment system. It uses external purchases. I don't know why that would be like dangerous, but apparently it is.
Oh, it's got a big red caution symbol, so you know that it's bad.
Yeah.
Does this feel icky? Fair?
I mean, I just don't know how they're expecting the appeal to work when they're doing stuff like this. Like they're actively appealing the decision. Not that they're going to win, but they're actively appealing things. And I don't know why they're being so petty about this. They lost. They just got to accept defeat. It's okay. We all lose sometimes. Maybe one day, continue with our team, they will regret this behavior.
Maybe they will regret this behavior.
Maybe they will regret putting
that,
a big.
I think that the whole thing is the thing that separates App Store is that everything is curated. It's all approved by Apple. It's a safe app store. Everything here is safe. But now a good amount of apps are going to plaster this, bad, not safe looking warning over them. And I feel like they didn't really think that through. This is just, I feel like this was a single meeting. Someone was like, what do we do about this? Someone would say, hey, we could put a big warning sign over it, scare people. And Tim was like, okay, I gotta go back to tariffs now. And then here we are.
Weird, very weird. Apple's
What's
claiming that
Instacart?
this has been.
For audio listeners, that's what's showing on screen right now.
I have
That's the
no idea.
example.
Absolutely no idea. But
Cool logo, though. Apple is a bad loser.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's just weird. What are you guys doing? What are you doing?
Do you have anything that is positive?
I mean, yeah, I've got a few things that are positive.
Okay, because it feels like I walked in here and someone was just like, bah,
Yes.
bah, bah, bah,
Let's take a break from the regret just temporarily.
Okay.
We will be back.
Okay.
Don't you worry. Stay tuned for
Okay.
the end of the episode for big announcement.
Okay.
Okay. This is the coolest thing Apple's done in years. CarPlay Ultra. Dumbass, idiotic name. Why did we call, why? If anything, this should be CarPlay Pro.
It sounds like a Majin Buu leak.
It really does. I would not, if somebody would have said it's that the new version of CarPlay that takes over all the screens is going to be called the Ultra CarPlay, I would say
CarPlay
no
Ultra.
way.
Ultra CarPlay sounds better, actually.
CarPlay Ultra. First of all, I thought Ultra meant. Words used to mean something, Apple.
No.
Ultra used to mean extreme, like the highest, craziest tier. This should be it should be CarPlay, CarPlay Pro, CarPlay Ultra. Okay, CarPlay Ultra should be what's in the Apple car. That would be like the full entire experience exclusive.
I think words stopped meaning anything at Apple the second they put Pro on an iPhone.
Yeah, you're right. But at least Pro sounds, I mean, everybody's kind of doing that. It does make you be like, oh, this is the serious version of CarPlay. But no, we skipped Pro. We went straight to CarPlay Ultra, and maybe for good reason. This is one of the, look at this. It is so pretty. Apple has fixed infotainment.
It feels
look
so
at
ultra.
this.
Look how ultra.
Oh, it is so pretty. I've never wanted an Aston Martin, and now I'm like, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to treat myself.
So you can get CarPlay Ultra?
Who's to say?
That looks like this in this car?
It looks so good, John.
It really do. I wish that, oh my God, look, it even looks cool loading.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. And the coolest part is the customization.
Go on.
So a lot of people have been worried about, okay, wait a second. If you do this, every car is going to lose its individuality. No, Apple has thought through this. You can design completely boutique custom gauges as the automaker. So this is for example, what you're looking at right now, this is going to be the default Aston Martin look. It's got that racing green. Oh, it looks so good. Then you go through here, you've got your different menus. But then, wait a second, what if you're feeling something different? Hold on, I'm going to get to it. Nope, not in that section. Here's the section.
Okay.
You can choose from curated set of instrument cluster themes with different colors. So like here's a Apple designed look.
Okay.
See how you've got all these different vibes you can select from?
Like a bunch of Apple Watch faces, but that go fast.
Exactly, dude. So very, very cool. And then if you want, look, you can go right back to Aston Martin. If you want that OEM feel. Or again, and this is what people are forgetting, and to be fair, I did not mention this like my TikTok or whatever. You don't have to use this. Like there is a built-in infotainment still that if you want to use the dog-looking Aston Martin interface, you can use that. Nobody's going to stop you.
You just made noises that it's indicating that it was good, and the green, you like the green, and now you're calling it a dog.
No. I'm saying like no CarPlay. You can use the original manufacturer infotainment.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
If you want. I mean, you'd be silly. Even the chief designer at Aston Martin said he's going to use CarPlay over his own team's design.
Oh, of course. I mean, you just can't. There's certain things you can't compete in. Car manufacturers can't compete in software. That's just how it is. And it's not going to unbe that way.
The thing is, and I'm going to say something controversial. I've started using CarPlay recently, and how have we not yet solved navigation on the phone? How does it think I'm going right when I'm actually going straight?
Oh,
the amount of times the map glitches out and it doesn't know where I am or what I'm doing. How have we... Tesla
I thought I was
perfected
insane.
This. No, Tesla has perfected this. I don't understand how CarPlay still can... It's like, are you going... You were supposed to go straight. Well, you didn't tell me soon enough, and now I'm going upside down left.
I had this issue the other day where I luckily I'd gotten past the part where I didn't know where I was, and this has never happened before. So I just assumed, I don't know, it was my phone, like just a glitch, because my phone never fucking works because iOS.
For obvious reasons.
So I assumed that my phone just lost itself somehow. But I like took an exit, but was like continuing on the freeway, and it just said I was in the grass. I was very much not in the grass, and it completely lost where I was, couldn't tell me where to get off next. It knew nothing because it thought I was in the grass. And then it was like, hey, you should turn around. It's trying to reroute. And so the thing is spinning on the screen because it doesn't know if I'm north, east, south, west. It doesn't know. It thinks I'm in the grass. It doesn't know which direction I'm facing. And so I was like, wonder if my phone is broken. It's probably my signal, Maybe I just don't have enough signal here. That wasn't true. Turned the phone off and back on, and magically knew where I was.
Working. Yeah. I've been doing some canyon driving, and what confuses me about even Apple Maps, right? People forget the phone. Sorry, when I say people, I mean me. The phone has a GPS, all right? It does not. You do not need internet to connect to a satellite.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm driving in the mountains where there is no LTE 5G, no cell service. I look on my phone, it knows exactly where I'm at. It shows me to the T the exact road that I'm on in the mountain. You try to use Apple Maps to navigate home, it's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know where you're at. I don't know where home is. It shows me to the millimeter where I'm at on the map. It knows where I'm at, but it somehow, I'm not saying I need perfect navigation directions to avoid traffic. Just give me a route home is all I'm asking for. And it's like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, you're showing me where I'm at. I can see where I'm at. And I can see home. I can see home on the map. Just take me there. It can't take me there.
The answer is no. Do you think that you have to have CarPlay Ultra for it to be accurate?
I do think it may be time to. How much is how much is it going to cost me to get this? Aston Martin price. There we go. Okay, Aston Martin models
easy.
range in price only from $194,000 to $3.5 million. So the cheapest entry level is going to be the Vantage. All right, what does the Vantage look like? Okay, $191. I mean, God, that is a good-looking car, dude.
I've never even heard of a Valkyrie, and it sounds like a $3.5 million car.
No, the Valkyrie's insane. This is actually becoming one of my dream cars. Look at this thing, dude.
I'm waiting.
At that. Oh, I'm not on the right tab. I'm sorry, dude. I've been navigating an entirely different tab.
That's okay. I've just been with the audio listeners this whole time.
Dude.
Oh, okay.
That's a normal.
Okay.
Watch this.
Valkyrie.
Dude.
Oh my, that looks like I would die in it.
That is stunning.
Yeah, I'd be dead.
Look at this thing, dude. Is it a two-seater?
Do you remember Dexter's Laboratory?
That is a two-seater.
This looks like something Mandark would drive.
Oh my God! Look at that thing.
Yeah, that is a coffin for me. I would die pretty quickly, I'm guessing.
I got to get one of these, dude. Can I borrow?
I got to get one of
$4.5
these.
million?
Yeah, is this street legal?
I think, the one version is not. This looks like the track race version, but no, I believe this version is.
Oh, I don't know. That blue's really nice.
Yeah. All right. So the used has to be cheaper. Used Aston Martin Vantage. That was the cheapest one, right?
Near me.
Oh wait, this is literally. I know exactly. I was looking at this place the other day. This is very close. Okay, so 2020. Oh, I forgot these depreciate like crazy. 155 for a 2023.
Okay.
A 2020 is 100. What? That was like a 200,000. It's dropped 100K in 5 years.
Why is the 2021? It's only got 16,000 miles on it. 98K.
Jesus. Oh my God! And it looks brand new.
It kind of does.
I think okay, hold on. What is the oldest?
Oh, that is I love that shot. Nice angle on that.
Oldest Aston Martin for CarPlay Ultra. Does it say?
I feel like it has to, right?
It says experience is available right now on new art and will be available for existing. No. Well, it says existing. So wait, how far back can you go? Could you get like a 2016?
On their website instead?
Okay, visit media.astonmartin.com. Let's do it.
Okay, they definitely have a press release about this.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, I
thought it was a paywall at first.
Okay. So
Okay.
the
This feels like it's going to be in here.
load. Let's
You got to
load
expand the
more.
article.
Where?
Up. Right there.
Oh God, why do they do this? Single system. Okay. Initially launching in US and Canada, CarPlay Ultra is available on the supercars. On the supercar of SUVs, DBS, that's just marketing, along with Aston Martin's core sports cars Vantage, DB12, Vanquish. It will include all global markets. It's on new vehicle orders today as standard and made available as an update for existing models through the dealer network. I mean, it just says existing models, so I'm
guessing only one
sounds-
still supported by the dealer.
Well, it sounds like if you have CarPlay in your Aston Martin at all. So let's go to Apple CarPlay support. Now we can. Now we're doing God's work here. Okay, more than 800 models to choose from. So let's find Aston Martin. Okay, theoretically,
2017.
you can go back to 2017.
Okay.
So let's do a 2017 Vantage. Would that be the cheapest? The Vanquish? Let's just do 2017 Aston Martin. Let's see the price on that. Loading.
Okay.
Here we go. Used for sale. 94,000. Still?
Okay.
So
Yeah,
did they
these are
just
still-
stop drop?
Oh,
Okay,
84.
85,000.
Yeah.
90? Okay, let's go here. We're not sorting by price. We gotta go high to low. Low to high. Come on. Why did that not change whatsoever? Oh, we gotta enter my zip code. Oh, God. Why is this not working? I'm just a silly little guy.
Okay.
80. Oh no. Price low to high. 89,000 is the cheapest.
So that is the cheapest. Okay. That's a cool color.
What about a Vantage? That's got to be cheaper. Oh, that's a Hyundai.
How did that even happen?
I don't know. What about a Vanquish? Oh, 2014.
Ooh.
Oh no, we need
Wow.
well, we need
2017 and up. Year 26.
Oh, this goes up
2017.
really a lot.
Oh. These
Now
are all
we're getting into my
Lamborghinis somehow.
territory. Okay, so basically you're spending 100K. 100K is your cheapest in the door to get Aston Martin with CarPlay Ultra. I mean, could be worth it. Could be worth. That's how I ended my
could
TikTok.
be-
I
could
said
be
could
worth
be
it.
worth it.
Could be
Wow.
worth it.
But shout out. I mean, this you have to agree. This is one of the coolest things Apple's done in some time.
Yeah, you could say that. But there's something that is happening right now, and that is positive for certain people. And that is, you know how every year, I'm surprised you haven't made your video yet. I'm surprised I haven't made my video yet. Every year, we put out a first look at iOS 19, first official look. You know, and it's because they announce accessibility features early.
Yes.
Yeah, that happened.
It did.
I actually missed what the feature was because I was focused on what Tim Sweeney was replying. So, CEO of Epic, by the way.
I'm going to be honest. I did not look that closely at this. I literally just scrolled through the article and was like, "Can you see VisionOS styling yet?" And the answer is no. Those little
Well, that doesn't
rats.
sound like it's
I mean, obviously they
accessibility.
wouldn't do that. But in the past, there's been little tidbits that have been here. Now this
New
one I was
Braille
confused
experience?
about.
How?
I was
Literally
a little
how?
confused. They said that they're adding Braille. Now,
How?
I don't have a lot of experience with Braille, but I believe that involves touching textures.
Yes, that sounds familiar.
Let's read
Braille
about it.
Access is an all-new experience that turns iPhone, iPad, Mac, and Apple Vision Pro. Oh, Vision Pro.
Oh, it
into
probably uses vibration somehow too.
a full-featured Braille note taker that's deeply integrated into the Apple ecosystem. Built-in app launcher, users can easily open any app by typing with Braille screen input or
Yeah, you
connected
can
Braille
probably
device.
tap. You
Oh,
can probably
okay.
tap. That's really cool, actually.
Okay, I see. And you can take notes that translate into Braille. That's really cool.
Yeah. Shout
All
out
right.
Apple. We've got
New
the
accessibility
reader. You're reading the Odyssey. That's going to be a long read.
Okay.
Not my favorite book I've ever read.
Live
but
captions.
Cool.
Yeah, that is literally only good.
Oh, I did not see this enhanced view with Apple Vision Pro. You can zoom in.
Oh my god! How did
mean, that actually is-
why wasn't this an initial feature? This is just a good idea that should be there.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. You can just zoom in on like stuff in the real world. I guess.
It's like glasses but cooler.
Oh, personal voice is becoming faster, easier, and more powerful than ever.
Wow, personal voice, huh?
Now, this one was a little interesting. Vehicle motion cues on the Mac. I mean, I guess if you're working, to be fair, I've worked in a car before. I shouldn't be.
No, yeah, I've seen this happening. Yeah, and I don't know how you don't get instantly car sick.
I just don't. My stomach's pretty good for that type of thing.
But it's not good if you get on an airplane and have to land somewhere else.
No. I've gotten better though. Actually, my anxiety has been my IBS has been better lately. For everybody wondering, I know there's been a lot of concern.
Yeah,
in the community. Okay.
First look at iOS 19, first official look, and none of it looks like VisionOS. Guess the
and
leaks
honestly,
were wrong.
there's no feature this year that like I don't know
is a game changer.
I mean, this one is
voice
cool.
was a game changer.
Yeah, this one's cool where like you can zoom in using your iPhone on your Mac. Like that's really cool. But it wasn't like I mean, at the end of the day it's just zoom. Like you could just take your camera before and zoom. You know, it's not exactly like game changing.
The way that works on Vision Pro is like when you wear AirPods, but you can kind of use them as hearing aids sometimes. Mm-hmm. That's like now you can kind of use your Vision Pro as glasses sometimes.
John, this episode is sponsored by DeleteMe.
Yay! DeleteMe!
Do you know why it's sponsored by DeleteMe?
Why?
Because they have simply changed not only my life, but I believe, if I'm correct, they've changed your life as well.
Wow, way to put me on the spot. They have. And it's so touching to me because identity theft is not a joke, Jim. There's so many issues here. First of all, your personal data, it's a lot of places online that shouldn't be. You might be like, how? I don't remember ever telling anyone any of that. Turns out there's these little gremlins. They're called data brokers. Their entire existence, they're just teams of people. All they do all day is they sit at their desk and they collect all of your personal data. Now, why would they want to do that? Turns out they want to sell it to the highest bidder. And there aren't many people that can help you with this problem. That's why we have DeleteMe.
Dude, what they do is on your behalf, they reach out to these, I'm going to say it, these bastards on your behalf. Okay. Yeah, they're no longer gremlins. They've been upgraded to the B word.
Okay.
Because I'm sick and tired of seeing stuff. I was sick and tired of getting spam calls. And guess what? When I switched to DeleteMe, I feel like I got some privacy back. I saw my data getting removed. They have this dashboard you can check to see what's going on. And the best part is the spam calls have just gone downhill. Like actually changed my life.
It's like someone tries to call you, but DeleteMe steps in front and says, no, not today. And guess
Guys,
what? There's a deal for this. Not for you, not for me, because we're already part of this. This is for new people that are watching the show right now. If you want, you can get 20% off your DeleteMe plan when you go to joindeleteme.com/geniusbar. Make sure you use the promo code GeniusBar at checkout so they know that we sent you, because that's the only way to get your 20% off, is to go to where, Sam?
joindeleteme.com/geniusbar and enter code GeniusBar at checkout. That's joindeleteme.com/geniusbar. Code GeniusBar. Take control of your data and keep your private life private by signing up for DeleteMe. Now at a special discount for our listeners.
And thank you, DeleteMe.
Thanks, DeleteMe. It does have me even more excited for iOS 19, of which do you see Gurman's been starting to share some roomies?
No, I didn't actually. What are the roomies?
There's going to be a focus on stability and less glitches. There's going to be AI battery management for longer battery life. And there's going to be an improved captive Wi-Fi experience.
These are leaks?
Yeah.
Like
you didn't say this.
No, correct. Like the AI battery.
Dude, where's my AI baddie at?
The AI battery management, that's a feature. That sounds like a leak.
That's cool.
But like we'll focus on stability and less glitches.
Biggest true. I mean.
Okay.
I mean, the captive Wi-Fi is cool. It's basically like, you know how you do hotel and you always have to like enter your email or something.
Yeah, no fun.
It basically sounds like you'll be able to enter it on one device and it'll just autofill on every device. That's cool. AI battery management sounds like it's going to use Apple Intelligence to extend battery, and it's going to be a key feature.
Might have to with that iPhone Air.
Because... Oh, sorry.
No! Quit yawning! No yawning! Pull it back!
Don't look at me. Okay, I'm pretty again. Okay. we got this crazy report from the information that it's going to be my next video. So don't watch. Skip this if you're planning to watch my next video.
Okay.
Just everybody.
Spoilers.
Here we go.
Our boy Wayne Ma. Absolute
This
goat.
is nuts. I mean, first of all, this article is. I'm so excited for my YouTube channel for the next couple of years. I think after that, it's over for me. Like after.
Oh, you can plan the retirement now.
Yeah, after 2027, I'm done. There's not
Okay.
a shot I have any.
Oh,
hope.
so
But
you're gonna time it up with Tim.
I think so. I think
You and
2027
Daddy are
could
walking
be
out at the same
retirement.
time.
And maybe speaking of regret, maybe I'll regret, leaving so soon. But I think that could be the time to make the exit strategy. Because after that, I don't know what they're gonna do. But there's some fun ass iPhones coming in the next few years. Okay, so the iPhone Air, we've got some bad news, y'all. Where's the bad news button?
You know how you know Wayne Ma's the goat?
Oh.
None of the featured images in his articles have to be exaggerated or they're not even new. They're showing old iPhones as featured images.
Yeah, Mike Sullivan could update some of
No fake screen on the back. No AirPods flipping out of the top.
Not yet.
Just straight up information. Heh.
So, good one. We've been worried about the battery life, right? You know how we've been talking about how battery life could be scary on the air?
Yep.
So, it's going to be real rough.
Yeah. How
Apparently in
rough?
Apple's internal testing. So, generally, they target their battery test target. They say, we want 80 to 90% of iPhone users to be able to get through the day before having to charge.
Okay.
Okay, and in testing the Air, they're struggling to hit 60 to 70%.
Oh.
So almost up to almost half the people that buy this will have to charge before the end of the day every day when it's new, non-degraded battery.
But what if I already do that? And my battery's supposed to be good.
You already do that?
It feels like I am.
To be fair,
So it's going to be worse for me.
I mean, I probably have to. I would say maybe 2 days, 3 days out of every week, I have to throw the iPhone on the charger before. But normally, I will say the Pro, we're getting to the I think the next Pro with the bigger battery that's rumored. I think the next Pro will be like finally great battery.
Well,
Which I think
especially
it
with what does the AI battery management even mean?
It sounds like it's gonna essentially watch your behavior and anything that you're not doing regularly. Like, for example, if you check Twitter constantly, it would leave background on for
I
that.
see.
But if you check your email
Okay.
once a day, it might not do background checking
Fair.
or refreshing for that. I'm not. That's my understanding of it, which
That's
could be
fair.
really useful. It definitely could extend the battery and whatnot. And
Well, you know what else could extend the battery?
what?
A battery case for the iPhone Air.
Oh, you heard about this, didn't you?
I heard about it through a little birdie named Applejack.
I don't even think I tweeted about that. I don't know how you heard about
Then
it.
how do I know about it?
Yeah, I think it just came to you in a dream.
I don't even think I heard about it like in a serious capacity. I'm pretty sure I heard about it like as a meme referring back to the
10s.
Yeah, is that what that was?
Yeah. God, I feel like we're just literally going through my next video right now.
Whoops.
Very interested.
Well,
Working
you
on
already
some-
dismissed the people that wanted to see the video, so
Yeah,
they're gone.
right. No,
Don't
so
worry.
this is just the people that don't watch. But yeah,
Yeah.
so to fix this, you're like, what's the solution? A battery case. Now, I say this in my video. I'll say it again. What? Like, the solution to an ultra thin phone having bad battery is to make it into a normal slick phone. Like you turned a thin phone into a normal phone because it needs more
optionally.
battery.
You can choose.
$99 battery case.
I don't make phones. Okay, never made
yet.
one. Actually, I've
yet.
never made one. I have no immediate plans to put. I'm not saying I'll never put out a phone. But if I were to make one, and I was going to make a thin one, okay, and I wanted it to be real thin. And if at some point in the manufacturing I decided, you know what, this is probably going to have to launch with a case that has extra battery in it, maybe I have made the phone too thin. Maybe. And maybe I won't sell it.
Yeah, but it's gonna be kind of sick, dude. Here's how I'm planning to use the Air. Okay,
Okay.
I'm planning to have this as my secondary phone. Like when I'm going out on the town to a steak dinner, I'm bringing the Air. Okay.
As long as you're
Bring the
only
Air
at that dinner for like maximum 3 hours.
Yeah. Then I'll have to switch. I'll bring both.
Okay.
But I mean, I like this idea. I like that. There's something about I just can't shake it. It's gonna be so beautiful. You can't make me hate her.
I feel like if you shake it,
Bad thing's gonna happen.
yeah, maybe don't do that. I feel
Well,
like I like this is a serious thing that's happening. This battery case is absolutely happening with this. Do you think it happens when it launches?
Yeah, I think it launches
Immediately admitting that, like, I feel like releasing it and then even if it's ready to go, if you just wait a little bit and then release the battery case, it's a little bit cooler than just knowing right away that it's fucked.
I think it's going to be, and for users that want even more battery life from iPhone Air, we have an optional battery case to help you blast through the day, like Jimmy Neutron.
Blast through the day.
That's
This
what
is
they're gonna
like
say.
this is like when they got rid of the headphone jack, but then gave you AirPods on the same day. Except this is way less cool and way less useful and not new at all and does not take any courage.
What if the battery case looked cool though? What if they find a way to make
Can it look cooler than an ultra thin, slim iPhone?
No,
I don't
not
think
a shot,
it can.
Not a shot.
Yeah, no.
Okay, but maybe you don't want that. So next year
Okay.
we've got some really interesting stuff happen. Okay, so a couple of other things. Starting
hit me.
next fall, totally different way Apple releases iPhones from here on out.
Okay.
We're no longer getting the entire lineup all at once. Only the expensive models are coming in the fall. The cheap ones are coming in the spring. This is nuts. So Pro and Ultra, which is the foldable, coming September 2026.
Okay.
Cheap phone, regular iPhone 18 and iPhone 18e coming out in March
This is so many
of
iPhones.
2027.
I like this release cycle, but also so many iPhones.
Oh, man.
Steve is not happy right now.
The fact that I'm going to get to be doing, dude, the fact that I get to do iPhone rumors not just in the fall, but it'll be
Yeah.
like regular
Especially the beginning of the year. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I'm saying I'm eating. I'm eating
Yeah.
for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Everything
Until you're
Apple
done.
Pro, watch out. That's all I have to say.
Miss you,
I
Philip.
know. Speaking of regret.
Then we can get 2 drop tests a year from him.
Oh, and me.
And you. And you.
I mean, I don't drop phones. I would never. I
no,
wanna be
you would
invited
never.
to Apple events.
You would never like fly to a different country to drop the phones.
No,
That would
I haven't
be
bought
ridiculous.
my tickets already. Okay. So
So,
next year,
yes.
Dynamic Island going away.
Rest in
Well-
spaghetti, never forgetty.
Kind of. I don't know. They are moving the front-facing camera. So they're putting Face ID under the screen, but they haven't yet gotten it for the camera. But so apparently, Apple is moving the camera to the top left. That's what they've chosen. Top left.
Not the middle.
No.
So not the same as my illustrious iPhone 14 Pro leak.
No, they're not. Imagine this, but the other side.
Wow.
Wait, did Apple literally just do this because Android always does it on the right?
Probably. How else will you know?
Wait, I actually didn't realize. Oh, remember these days? So
Yeah.
so good.
I'm
So
not
good.
gonna lie. I would rather have the dynamic island.
Oh, of course.
Like I don't need this to happen at all. It's the manufacturing cost on that's got to be crazy. The R&D on that has already been crazy for years. But the fact that they were able to create a solution where you got a cutout in the display, it's centered, the corner radius is good, and it's useful in software. That's like one of the most genius moves
the dream.
I have ever seen Apple do since I've been covering them. I remember being so surprised by Dynamic Island. I don't understand why you would take something that is specifically, uniquely, definitely only Apple and make it not that way.
Well, my theory is that Dynamic Island is just going to move. Like, you know how we didn't have...
But close up into just a little dot?
Yeah, like it essentially, it will shift to the left. Like it basically, dynamic island will be permanently. You look like you're in pain. Dynamic island
It hurts to
is
hear.
going to be permanently shifted to the left. That still feels weird though. For me, I'm like, wouldn't you just want to just make the dynamic island smaller in the middle?
You would think.
Like just put the camera center and then keep dynamic island there. I don't know. It's just my idea.
That is what makes sense to me.
So
Dynamic
that's
island
the
coming out
18
of the
Pro.
corner, and like it is so seamless now. Like the animations, the way it comes out, the animations cannot be as smooth and as seamless if it has to go to such a small little dot.
Well, who's to say? Maybe they'll figure it out. But that's 18 Pro. But are you ready for the big one?
I'm ready for the big one.
What if I told you that the moment we've actually all been waiting for is coming in 2 years?
They're getting rid of the notch. That's what
Completely.
that's what I put on my YouTube thumbnails for years.
One of the more significant changes
Okay.
will be the year after, in 2027.
Okay. So 20th anniversary. iPhone XX.
It will place the front-facing camera underneath the screen to enable a truly edge-to-edge display, two of the people said. And it would coincide with the 20th anniversary of the first iPhone. So let me show you what this is going to look like.
So this is our next iPhone 10 model.
iPhone 8 Ben Geskin. It's going to pull up exactly
Oh
this
man,
how fucked up
this
I am.
brings me back.
There we are.
Yeah,
We're finally getting. Oh, I miss iDrop news. Things were so simpler back then.
they were.
Oh, remember the white bezel? That was so
Yeah.
good.
There
Here
we go.
are.
There
This
it
is what I was
is.
looking.
There it
Guys,
is.
10 years after this was supposed to happen, it is actually going to happen.
Do you
in
think they
2
heard this
years.
leak and went, "Oh, that's a
You're
good
like,
idea"?
Oh, whoa, we should have done this all along. Yes, dude, it is finally
this
happening.
picture is so nostalgic.
I absolutely am so excited. And guess what? Things get better.
How could they possibly get better than this?
Because it's not just going to be a little upgrade for the 20th
Okay.
anniversary.
We don't want a little one. We want a big one.
This is crazy. 20th anniversary iPhone display may have no visible frame or bezels. Remember these concepts that we've always gotten?
Yeah. Like the waterfall display.
Yeah, dog. Apparently,
That
it's
looks
actually happening.
fucking crazy.
I am
Dude,
so
that
back
would
into
look nuts.
2010.
Wow,
Could you
it's been a
imagine
while
just
since I
all
saw
screen?
something that I was like, especially a phone, where I was like, "Yo, that tickles me in
That's
places."
sick, though. That's sick, though. Dude,
That-
this is what
that's
I'm
sick,
saying.
though.
We're gonna be eating for the next couple of years, bro. Do you
Oh,
because
man.
now I can do that in thumbnails and it's
That
not
looks
clickbait.
so cool. Holy shit!
And people are gonna say that's clickbait. You're clickbait. I'm gonna say you haven't talked to my boys at ET News. That's what I'm gonna tell them.
Oh, that came from ET News.
Yeah, dude.
What's their Apple Track rating? Before
Who can say?
Track closed down.
But here's the thing. Gurman's also saying this too. It's not just.
Woo!
That's literally
Okay.
an old rumor that I remember they would post in like 2020. Gurman said it's an all-screen device and said it is a mostly glass curved iPhone. Now, that's what that
I
looks
love.
like.
Hang on, go back to that article. I love how people have to write about Gurman. Mac Rumor says, as for what a quote mostly glass curved iPhone means, Gurman didn't elaborate. Of course not. That sounds incredible.
Dude,
Oh.
that sounds like this.
Well, then we got to go back to rounded edges. The squared edges don't work anymore for that, I don't think.
No. Oh, it's
Like
so
actually true rounded edges. That looks so cool. It'll just be glowing from your hand.
All right, I can't quit YouTube. Not that I'm
But also,
I'm not
one
quitting
drop
YouTube, but-
is not good.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
What do you think for that? They'll sell a case that puts the edges back.
Yeah. But I've thought about this, right? Because you know how we've seen like the rollable or like rounded glass and like let me pull up like
the Galaxy S6 or S7 Edge was
rounded
like this.
Android Samsung. Let's see if this works. This is a weird search. Oh my God, remember these?
Yeah.
Man,
Remember the
smartphones
self-healing LG phone?
that should come back. Whatever happened to that?
LG just really they gone.
Android wraparound screen.
It was the S7 Edge. Look up S7 Edge.
Okay, well, yeah, something like
Okay, that counts.
yeah, something like this, right? Where I could see Apple be like, again, waiting or to do something like this, like a wraparound type.
Yeah, that
I
looks
could
cool.
see-
Squared off.
I could.
Oh
see
my God,
Apple-
having the little icons on the side, ass. Do
Yeah,
not.
That's so stupid.
Do not. That would be so cool for audio listeners. It's an old, I think, MKBHD thumbnail.
This
Yeah.
is a real thing, bro.
Oh, is it? Wow.
dude.
Well,
Well,
since
I
Apple's
hope it is. I hope he
stealing-
didn't clickbait me. Hold on. Let me find it.
That looks so cool.
Show
What
me
year
the
was this?
thumbnail. Show it to. Oh, whoa. Oh, yeah. Like this. This is what I'm saying. I feel like Apple could have. Whoa. Wait. What is this from? Oh,
5 years ago.
You know what's fucked up?
What? What's
I
fucked
looked
up?
at this and I was like, why does Marquez look young in this?
Oh, well, I'm sure. Dude, you go back to the first episode of Genius Bar. That was only like 4 years ago, 4 something
I
years
know.
ago. We
I know,
look
That's exactly what I'm saying.
so different.
I would say the same thing if I was watching my own video, but damn.
This is the only bad side effect of documenting your life on the
Like-
internet.
Look at this.
Sweet as hell. Holy shit.
Wait, why is this kind of sick? And why
Wait, do you
why
think
am I
that's-
discovering this? 17 million views.
I mean, you saw the thumbnail. The thumbnail's wild. Especially for 5 years ago. That looks like a sci-fi
gotta-
toy.
You can speed all you want if you show me thumbnails like this, Marcos.
Yeah, that's
Apparently, this is a concept phone. Oh, there's the thumbnail.
yeah, there it is.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
what?
that's so cool.
Dude.
Imagine if it acted with the gyroscope on the phone too, the way you were holding it. Do you remember that beer app that the iPhone had, like back in the day, where you could
course.
drink?
Of course.
That.
I mean, I'm
is
just saying,
really
I could
cool.
see Apple doing something like this for the 20th anniversary.
Where
They
the
have
screen
to,
meets something
dude.
in the back. Wow, Xiaomi, you really fucking kind of killed it.
Oh, here's the
This
actual
looks
thumbnail.
awesome, even now. This phone is 5 years old and it still looks like the future.
Yeah, why did you never actually make this? It's probably because it's like impossible to manufacture at scale.
It probably took $10 billion to
it
make the
also
one
looks a
device.
little- Damn. All right, I'm switching to Android.
Okay. I like that for you. Fantastic.
Wow. So that's that. Yeah, basically 20th anniversary. Get ready. Does this still come up? Do you remember this one? Glass eye drop iPhone concept. Did I just hear you Apple Pay someone?
No, that's one of my favorite text songs, or not text songs, text notifications. I think it's called Hello. I think is what it is.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my god, he's actively just.
No. No, it's by the way, I recommend everyone, if you have an iPhone, change your default text sound to that. It sounds happier and more pleasant.
Okay. Well, this is going to be nuts, and I can't wait. Oh, and I can't wait to make that thumbnail. That's going to be my thumbnail.
From 2021, who's that from? Tech Flash.
Tech Flash. I have no idea who this is or what they do.
Glass eye drop iPhone concept?
178 views.
Oh, is that like literally what you were looking for?
No, I'm looking for something old, like iPhone
Glass eye drop.
6 concept. That would be closer to what I want. Yeah, remember this stuff?
Oh my god, dude. Ugh. Do you remember the laser keyboard?
Of course. Who doesn't remember the laser keyboard, dude? Here we go.
Yeah.
Ahead of its
iPhone
time.
6 with 2 screens.
We're just looking at concept images for
The
audio listeners.
scroll up, if you will. Uppy, uppy, uppy. All the way uppy, almost. Almost all the way uppy. Almost all. Okay, right there. Down a little bit. Down a little bit more. The see-through one.
That's such a goated.
We could kind of get like if they show you what the camera sees on your all-screen iPhone, it would kind of look like that. Maybe that's what Vision Pro is for the whole time. They're trying to get real-time camera to viewfinder locked in and figured out so that they can put it in an iPhone, and then Vision Pro goes away.
It's also crazy.
Look, there's an iPhone Air.
It's actually happening this year after 15 years.
All of the concepts are just Apple's just running it back.
Yeah, wait,
now.
why? These were looking. We used to make fun of these, but no, these were low-key ahead of their time, bro.
Do you think that they just ran out of ideas and Tim Cook also sat down at Google was like iPhone concept and just started let's make that and let's make that.
Let's go even broader. iPhone concept. What the hell is this? This looks like an Apple Hub thumbnail. Not Apple Hub. Who am I thinking
Apple Circle.
Apple Circle. No,
Hey, there's the flippy thing.
Flippy thing.
There's the flippy with the AirPods in the back. You're on it. Nope. One to the left. Right there. Flippy thing. In all 4 pixels.
Damn, so that wasn't even his original idea. He stole that?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
It's
Oh!
It would look really cool. Stop making me excited about this. This is stupid.
That's what I do, dude.
Oh, look, the fidget spinner iPhone. It's terrible.
The fact that people actually reported on this and thought it was real, I'm like, bro. Guys.
Oh, from the wrist? What the hell is that? The one above that. That? What? That's a lot.
It's a concept. It's an iPhone Vision concept.
Oh, transparent iPhones
this
lately.
was it.
Yeah. Oh.
Dude, there's still one that I can't find that's like the OG. Oh, hey, that's my render. That's crazy.
And it's not very conceptual. It's mostly
just
just
real.
Correct.
God. Oh!
That
This is it.
I don't like that at all. Audio listeners, no, I'm not even going to describe it. You don't even need to know. It's terrifying.
It's like an iPhone with spider arms that wraps around your hand.
Yeah, no.
Real ones know real geniuses know what I'm talking about. Dude. We have fallen from God's grace so far.
Oh, the foldable iPhone ones. Yeah.
All right, that's what we got to look. Basically, guys, in 10 years, you're going to be watching this episode back and be like, they were ahead of their time. It wasn't just, they are ahead of their time.
I don't know what happened there.
They were ahead of their time. What else? There's, I don't know. I think that's like what I'm basically excited for the next 3 years.
I mean, keep in mind, this is my first time knowing any of that.
That's amazing.
So now I get to be excited.
Hell yeah.
You know what's not exciting?
Is this how we do it?
Is there a way to do it?
That'd be the most genius bar thing to do.
Is there a way to do it? Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay.
One last time.
Why would you say one last time? Oh, dude, this is terrible, and I hate it, and it's not fun.
It's not great.
How do you end good things?
There's never a good way.
There's never a good way.
There's never a good way. But boy, do you want to say it? Do you want me to say it? Who's going to actually say the thing? Because people, they're going to think we're joking. They're going to think that this is a bit.
It's not a bit.
And unfortunately, it is not.
It is not. Our agency has been informed. The sponsors have been informed. It'd be a very sick joke if that's how far we took it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Geniuses, I should say. This is the very last episode of Genius Bar. I don't know how many, 4.5 years or so. What an incredible journey. So many good times on this show. I feel like because we read the comments and stuff, I feel like a lot of people have noticed sort of the decline of the show. And so other than how much attention we give the show and how frequently we show up, like behind the scenes scheduling has been bad. Behind the scenes there's been all sorts of issues, especially on my end. And there's really there's no proper way to send off a show like this. It's just kind of painful. I don't know how did they end Friends? How did they end good TV shows?
Usually on a happy ending is generally how you want to end.
And
Which I
don't-
think this episode was a happy ending, to be fair.
Well, the tough
Like we
part
have
is,
so much to look forward to. Apple is more than
Yeah.
us and more than this show. And
Apple is more than us. Yes, correct.
it's
I feel
not like we left you with
Go ahead.
Apple intelligence.
That's
I'm trying
true.
to say.
That's true. We could promise a whole other year of Genius Bar at a future date,
Yes.
and that would be like Apple
We did not
Intelligence.
complete the work.
I feel like with like network TV shows, when they cancel them, like a network cancel, they said, "Hey, you're done," and it's harder when it's just when no one says you're done and you got to say you're done. And
Yeah.
this is us saying that.
Yes. And hey, it's not a decision. It's not a decision that we came to lightly.
No.
It was something that I thought about for basically this entire year, for months.
This
And,
sucks. I just want to say this sucks.
Yeah.
If you're a listener and you feel like it sucks, it sucks for us too.
Yeah. And I just
ahead,
want to say
Sam,
that,
sorry.
like, yeah, I have a podcast I watch every week, and if it was announced that they were done, I would be like really sad. And I just want to say this definitely feels like an FU to the people that have been with us forever, and I'm sorry, and I appreciate all of you. And generally, this show has changed my life. It showed me so much. I've learned a lot about myself through this, and it's given me an outlet to talk. Trust me, when WWDC happens and I don't have a show to record that night, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for me to hold it all in.
Yeah.
But I think I'm at a point in my career and at an age where I need to start thinking, what do I want my next 5? What do I want my next 10 to look like? And I think it is going to be a
And
step
you only
away
have
from
3 more
podcasting.
left.
Yeah, until it's 30, man. But I think for me it's been a decision of what do I need to spend my time doing, and what is it? What is calling my name? And I think there's been other things calling my names for a while. And just so everybody knows, I'm not like quitting this and starting a new podcast next week. Like right now, I have no plans to make another show. Like I'm not quitting this to do something else. I am, we're stopping this for a lot of reasons that we're not going to dive into. But ultimately, we decided this was the best decision for the show.
Yeah. And it feels like that too. It feels like the best decision, even though it sucks. Like I'm sitting here listening to you. I don't know if you ever envisioned how this show was going to end, because I definitely didn't.
No.
And it's hard. No. Like how do you? This is, other than Front Page Tech, this is the longest running IP that I have been a part of, and.
Yeah.
This is something we've missed episodes here and there. We've been late here and there, but for the most part, like consistently, this is we do this every week. Sam and I sit down and do this every week. And next week, when Friday comes at noon and no one has to sit down and record, I think that's when it's going to be like, fuck.
Yeah.
I think that's when it's going to be tough.
I mean, crazy moments over the years.
Merch
a live
drops,
show,
events,
merch. The Genius Cloth.
My ass has been shown on this show too many times.
That's right.
Like my actual ass.
Our shirtless summer beach towel campaign.
Our Halloween costumes.
Oh, I'm Just Sam premiered on.
Yeah, I'm Just Sam. Oh,
we're really getting nostalgic here, man.
I guess I'm not sure how important this is to any of you, but none of this stuff is getting deleted. It will stay up on our YouTube channel and, of course, the audio feed. Audio listeners, wipe the tears from your eyes as you drive in your car right now, and know that if you wanted to, you could go to youtube.com/geniusbar. If you've been listening through audio this whole time, you can watch it all again. Get every show again just by watching it. And I promise there'll be some moments in there that I think you'll like, even if we're talking about the iPhone 12 at the time.
Yeah. That would be a little tough to sit through us being like, is it going to be squared edges or rounded this year?
Yeah. Well, I just want to say thank you to the audience, to the geniuses for giving us an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes, 4 hours sometimes of your week, every week, no matter how you consume the show, video or audio. Thank you to Sam, who's been one of my very best friends for so many years and took this journey with me. And, it was your idea to do a show together. And
It was.
From the very first day you brought it up, I would have never envisioned, this happening.
Same.
This show lasting as long as it did and being as successful as it was, and like actually being a significant part of our lives for the next following years. So thank you to the audience, and thank you to Audio Boom, our agency, who represented us for the entire time.
Yeah, from day one.
The entire time, yeah. And to all the sponsors that supported this show all the way up to the end, DeleteMe, another extra shout out for you. OG.
Yeah, dude. They truly, through thick and thin,
yeah,
they were there. Yeah, and I feel the same way. Yeah. I mean, thank you to the audience. Thank you to you, of course, for doing this show for 4 years. And goodbyes are never easy. And I will definitely miss parts of this for sure. I'll miss seeing y'all's comments. I'll miss. Got to give a shout out to Infinite Regen.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Our number one. We gotta do the clap. He did the timestamps every week for 4 years.
Yeah.
And so many other familiar faces in the comments every week that show up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you guys for everything.
I will always consider the people that show up here to be the most dedicated people in our audience, or the people that watch your videos, my videos, and still come back to watch an extra hour or two of us. And some people only know us from Genius Bar, which is also very cool.
Yeah. But if you want us, we're still going to be doing YouTube. I mean, I can't speak for you, but I will be.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
I do need to pay my bills somehow, so I will be doing YouTube videos.
I will be there. FTP on YouTube and Apple Track on YouTube will still be around.
And of course, I'll be on TikTok, Instagram. This will probably give me more time to focus on short form. Yeah, John will not, but I will be. I do have a passion for short form content as well, and
thank you to every guest as well. Every guest that ever appeared on this show, especially the ones that showed up many, multiple times. Just so many good memories with this show, and I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah,
it just sounded like you were dying. We're not dying.
Yeah, we're not dying.
That's not what's happening.
The show is dying.
Yeah, the show is dying.
That is unfortunately a fact we have to accept. Yeah. Not saying I'm not going to show up on podcasts from time to time. Who knows? Might I might show up on Geared Up or Gadget Cast if I don't know.
Gadget Cast.
Who knows where I could be. I'm not.
I don't think you'd be down that bad to show up on to Gadget Cast. Or what about our friends over at Dark Mode?
Yeah, it could show up on Luke and Noah's podcast. I mean, who knows? But yeah, regular podcast takes from me for the time being will be done. I'm not saying I'm never, who knows, a year from now, maybe I start another Apple podcast.
Yeah, this is not a promise, but
that is not an imminent thing. There's no imminent plan. And for now, my focus is content on my YouTube channel. And I think it's going to allow me to refocus. Yeah, thank you, John, and thank you to the audience. We've said that 3 times. Okay, guys,
how do you do it?
This is it. I am happy we have exciting things happening with Apple, and for everybody that's very poetic. My AirPods just died, so I can't hear anything.
So you can't hear me.
I have to go on. I gotta 1 second. I can't go out with. No
AirPods. Of course, that happened.
True Genius Bar fashion.
Oh my god. Of course. He's plugging them back in. Don't worry, everybody.
I go to my real headphones.
The Beats. Okay, we're back. I think he can't hear me yet.
Pluggy. Testing.
I think, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
I think the most significant, consistent thing with Genius Bar is when we started this, you were not part of Apple's PR campaigns. And now that we end, you're still not that. In fact, you might be in a worse position now than when you started. One could argue.
Yeah, do you think if I stop associating with you finally, they'll be like, what if we quit this and then
me?
like, WWDC I get an invite?
Other than being associated with me, there's also you have become way more vocal on every issue they ever have.
I know.
So it's a double-edged sword for you. I don't know. Maybe they only know you from Genius Bar. Big doubt. So maybe this is your out.
Okay. Thank you for everything.
Throw up. Should that be the last thing I say?
I hope not. Yeah, what's the last thing I say?
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, what's my actual party thought?
People are gonna be waiting for the upload next week. And I think that's when they'll realize that we weren't kidding.
No, I'm not. This is not a meme, unfortunately.
Not a
how
meme.
I wish it were.
I wish it were, but it is not.
Okay, guys. Live from the Genius Bar, one final time. It's John Prosser. It's Sam Kohl saying goodbye. And we will catch you
Somewhere else, not here.
Yeah, somewhere else. We will catch you on the Flippity Flop on our own YouTube channels.
Okay. Bye, guys. We love you.
Bye. Love you.